Hello, friends. Welcome and namaste. Let's have just a few moments in what I consider beginning awareness. Right? Find that upright posture. I like to think of awareness as a muscle. The more I practice and use it, the stronger it becomes. So bring your awareness into your body. It's not incredibly sexy, this concentration practice work, mindfulness, but it's one of the most important things we can do. What do you notice about your holistic body right now at this moment in time? I like to remind myself often it's non judgmental experiencing, which is also part of the practice. I've shared lately, but something I'm working with a lot these days was just repeating to myself there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to improve. There's just being present in this body that I have and accepting it just as it is. Let's go ahead and open our eyes and come into child's pose. So the idea today is just kind of take the basics of the Sun Salutation that we did last week, and we're just going to kind of flow through and move today. Short little sequence. So come into child's pose. And for the first bit, you can have your arms softening down. Elbows can be a little wide, hands come in. Notice if there's tightness in the body anywhere, but particularly the low back, the back of the pelvis, the hips, the knees. I may say tightness, but it might feel like something else, but notice those areas in particular. And just taking a couple of beautiful, deep, I'm always cautious about using that word because I feel like when I say deep, I watch students get kind of aggressive. So it's not a huge effort, right? But it's just slowing down and smoothing out the breath and letting the belly be soft so the breath has somewhere to go. Okay. Active child's pose, Utthita Balasana, or extended is the proper translation. Stretch your palms out, have them out the width of your mat for this first moment. Push down into your palms and finger pads, forearms lift, outer upper arms rotate in towards the face. And just take a moment here and start to wake up the shoulders before we add weight. Right? Let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the right so you can lift your forehead a little for that. Still extended child's pose just off to the side. Parshva, side. Utthita, extended. Bala, child. Asana, pose. Lift the forehead, come back past center to the left. Pushing down and forward. Lengthening right buttocks, bone back and down. Come on back to center. So the sequence goes like this first part. Inhale up into cow. You can bring the knees in a little bit and curl the toes under. Exhale back, downward dog. Inhale, knees come right back down. Reach the chest forward and you're in cow again. Exhale back, child's pose. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, cow. I'll name it off one more time, and then you'll do it on your own. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale into cow. Take the whole inhale. Move slow. Exhale, child's. So I'm right here if you need to see me. Otherwise, find your own rhythm and just move through that sequence 2 more times. And when you've finished that second one, let's all meet in child's pose. You might even find your breath goes a little slower when I'm not telling you when to breathe. Maybe it speeds up a little bit. Just be careful about going too fast. You don't have to be there, but child's pose, forearms down. When you get to child's pose, knees can just stay into that hip distance. So we're going to do that sequence with an add-on. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Inhale up, cow. So for this part's familiar. Exhale, child's. Nope, sorry, downward dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, back child's pose. Here's the add-on. When you inhale, come up on your knees, reach your arms out, and it's the arms of the sun salutation. Exhale, nice and slow-mo, control from the core. Exhale back into child's pose. Inhale, cow. So we just completed the sequence. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale that kneeling sun salutation. Exhale back to child's pose. Do that one more time. And if you don't do it quite the way that I do, right, that's okay. As long as you're flowing, you're breathing, you're noticing. No need to get worried about whether or not you're doing something right, or that kind of defeats the purpose of why we're on the mat. When you're in child's pose, pause. Let's meet there again. Soft forearms, soft hips, low back. Pardon me. So we're going to make our way to downward dog, and anyone who has a blanket will move it at that time. So reach the arms out. Inhale into cow, just like we've been doing. Exhale back, downward dog. Get that blanket out of there if you were working with one. Okay, take another breath here. On an exhale, come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, step your right foot as far forward as you can, and then your left, skitter forward if you need to. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, soft neck. Inhale, find that long spine we worked on last week, y'all, to come up. Exhale, arms down, going right in. Inhale, half salutation. Exhale, fold, Ardha is half. Inhale, Ardha, Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, Uttanasana, soft neck. Inhale, coming all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana into Tadasana. Exhale, bring those arms out and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, and go ahead, move at your own rhythm, your own pace. Most of you already know this about me, but I'm a big fan of progressive movement. Starting small, gentle, warming up joints, getting the body ready for bigger moves. Speaking of, we'll meet in Tadasana, and then we're going to start to move into a sun salutation C. Inhale, a variation thereof. Exhale. You might keep the knees bent in the beginning. Inhale, since we haven't done much for the hamstrings. Exhale back. I don't have my blocks, but feel free to use blocks here. Step the left foot back. You can bring the left knee down or no. Use a blanket or no. Inhale up into basically a low crescent. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Take a breath. We need that left foot forward, so inhale the left leg up. Bring it forward between the hands, right knee down. Inhale up. Pull those frontal hip points up. Hands down. Step forward. Inhale, reach that chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms out. Exhale, arms down by the side. That was half. Inhale. This time we'll lead with the right leg going back first. Exhale. Again, feel free to bend the knees. Inhale, reach the chest forward. With blocks or not, step your right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, reach those arms up, pull those frontal hip points. Exhale, step back to downward dog. Full breath. We need that right foot forward, so inhale the right leg up. Bring it forward between the hands, left knee down, pull the frontal hip points up to come up into your lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward to the top of your mat. Soft neck. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms out and down. Possibly removing the blanket. We're going to go through Sun Salutation A. These are the biggest ones yet. Remember to modify and take care of your body, depending on where your body's at. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale. If you're not real familiar with modifications and sun salutations, exhale. I encourage you to seek out last week's videos. Inhale, reach the chest forward where we broke things down. Bend your knees, plant your hand, right foot back, then the left foot back. You're on the top of a push-up. I'm going to bring my knees down for this first one myself. Exhale, come through your push-up. Again, I'm a progressive. Inhale, low cobra. I'll get you in an upward dog, my friends who wouldn't. Exhale, back, belly, 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 belly. Downward dog. Take a breath. Inhale the right leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, and then the left foot. Pitter patter forward if you need to. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms down by the side, going right into second. Inhale, right here if you need me. Exhale. How is the body shifting and changing through this practice? Inhale. Keep some of that spine. Bend the knees, plant the hands, left foot back, right foot back. Knees can come down, or maybe you rock forward on your toes and you come through full push-up. Inhale, low cobra, maybe upward dog. Not going to teach it today. Keep your low back safe. And then low belly transition for you no matter what. Into downward dog. Breathe. One more breath with your downward dog. And then let's go ahead and bring the knees down wide. Big toes together. Hips towards heels. Forehead down. Forearms resting. Any position you want for the arms. Notice the body. Notice the breath. Come on, maybe you just come up to kneeling, Virasana, and put a block between the ankles and bring the knees in. Maybe you sit cross-legged. We won't be here long. So these are those short videos that I do. I try to do little, 15, 20-minute practices for you. This could be a warm-up to something else. Sun salutations are believed to get the body warm and ready for bigger poses. But it could be a complete practice in itself, depending on where you are with time. And hopefully it helps you feel like you just had your cup of coffee without having a cup of coffee. Hands together in front of the chest. May we be able to show up to whatever our day brings with confidence and self-worth and knowing that we are enough just as we are. Namaste.